Typically you think of a fabricator or a supplier of particular furniture or shelters or playground equipment, etc. wouldn't be that invested in the upfront design process, but I think that's where Fleetwood are very different. Fleetwood are there from the beginning all the way through to the end, and because they fabricate here in Australia, their attention to detail in terms of design goes from the very beginning in terms of concept all the way through to installation on site. Any design that we undertake, we always start with a really strong vision. They take on board and they understand that vision and they work with you to see that vision come through. So a project recently that comes to mind is Jingaroo Park. Having Fleetwood involved to really sort of understand the essence of the concept and the design that we wanted to achieve, and be able to flow that all the way through to fabrication and installation, and work with us every step of the way, was absolutely fundamental to the success of the project. In every project we do, there's various problems that always evolve. I think Fleetwood, because they're involved in the very beginning of the process, it makes dealing with those issues so much easier. Because they're invested in the final outcome of the project, they'll work behind the scenes really hard to make sure that they can deal with any sort of issues that we're having to deal with. Whether that's at the beginning in terms of the design process or right at the end, when we're at installation stage and we get a curly one thrown and having to come up with solutions on the fly, they're extremely good at that. One of the big risks, and this is a common denominator on every project, is cost, especially when it comes to design, having to actually come up with the design but at the same time make sure that it's designed within the constraints of the budget and the allowance that we've got. Because they're involved in fabrication and installation, they've got a very good handle on what the cost of the outcome of the project is. So be able to have that advice and have that expertise at the very beginning of the design process just makes it a lot more easier for us as designers and gives our clients a lot more confidence that the designs that we're coming up with are actually going to be able to be installed, and that's a massive advantage to having Fleetwood involved. Moving forward, we're really excited by a lot of the opportunities we've got coming up to work with Fleetwood. The opportunities that are here in southeast Queensland is just immense, and I think Fleetwood have got a really important role to play in the future of what we are establishing here in southeast Queensland in the next 10 years.